Rob Schneider ruffled some feathers during a recent performance at a hospital fundraiser in Canada. The comedian was hired to do a set for the Hospitals of Regina Foundation's for Seasons Ball on June 1st, but ended up upsetting the crowd with transphobic, misogynistic and anti-vax jokes. Everyone in the room was groaning, saying, "What is going on?" Like whispering to themselves, guest Tynan Allan told the CBC Wednesday, not a single laugh at times. Allan added, "It was just very apparent how uncomfortable everyone felt and how unacceptable the things he was talking about were." Schneider, 60, ultimately was booed and forced to end his set early, according to the Regina Leader-Post. It is unclear what exactly the Deuce Bigalow email Gigolo star said, but it was bad enough that the hospital itself issued a statement condemning his remarks. While we recognize that in a free and democratic society individuals are entitled to their views and opinions and that comedy is intended to be edgy, the content, positions and opinions expressed during Mr. Schneider's set do not align with the values of our foundation and team, the Hospitals of Regina Foundation said. We do not condone, accept, endorse or share Mr. Schneider's positions, as expressed during his comedy set, and acknowledge that in this instance the performance did not meet the expectations of our audience and our team. Schneider has not addressed the backlash on social media. His rep did not immediately return page 6 request for comment. The hot chick star has publicly voiced his political views on several occasions in the past. In July 2021, Schneider called COVID-19 vaccines experimental gene therapy. "Just say no and keep saying no," he tweeted at the time. Over half of the US population is continuing to say no to this unapproved experimental gene therapy. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has said the vaccines are safe and effective. Schneider later blasted his previous employer Saturday Night Live for having Kate McKinnon sing Hallelujah while dressed as Hillary Clinton. He said on the Glenn Beck podcast in September 2022, when Hillary Clinton lost, which is understandable. "She's not exactly the most likable person in the room, and then when Kate McKinnon went out there on Saturday Night Live, I literally prayed, please have a joke at the end." Given the history of Schneider's opinions, Allan told the CBC that the Hospitals of Regina Foundation should have done its due diligence prior to the event. He's been anti-vax throughout the pandemic, and he's said transphobic things for years, the guest said. "I understand that you're raising money, that you sometimes need to draw a crowd, but it doesn't take a lot to vet people and specifically to vet people from a values-based perspective." The Hospitals of Regina Foundation reportedly ended up raising $350,000 for the city's hospitals. A spokesperson for the organization did not immediately return page 6 request for comment.